And for those who are in my comments about the Target thing, saying it's bandwagon this, bandwagon that, are you stupid? You must not be black. Because clearly you don't know anything about black history. If anything, black people are going to hold their money. It is documented and it is in a fact. This is like James Baldwin. You cannot argue with me. This is a known fact that the African American people of the United States of America has held out for a year, if not years, in a boycott. This is bigger than what you think it is. This is bigger than a trend, honey. This is our livelihood. And if you think it's just a trend, clearly you're not that bright. The stock market just crashed. Today was one of the worst days that they've ever had. Tomorrow will be abysmal. We're about to enter into the Great Depression. Yet black people, especially black women, will keep smiles on their faces. You have a good night.
So we're one day past the one-day economic boycott, and I'm sure we're all waiting on pins and needles to say, okay, well, how did we do? Did it have any impact? What happened? But I know for sure that they are not going to tell us what impact we had. Like, if you are in an adversarial stance against someone and they hit a jab and you're like, oh, you're not going to let them know that that hurt you. You're not going to let that be revealed. So we are not going to know the answer to that question. I think we can guess, but we're not going to know for sure whether it had any impact. But what I will say is we have another one on the horizon. There's one coming, I think, March 7th to March 14th, where we're supposed to boycott Amazon. And I'm all on board for it. But my question is, as consumers and Americans, are we up to the task? Because we are so used to our daily conveniences. We are so used to being able to place an order and have it on our doorstep in 24 to 48 hours without having to leave our house. Are we willing to forego those conveniences to make a statement? Are we willing to pay more for something from a secondary retailer as opposed to going to these big box stores and to Amazon to buy our goods? That's what my question is. Like, do we as consumers have it in us to actually do it? So that's my question out to you. Do you guys think we have what it takes? Do we even all as a collective care enough to do it? I think we should, because if we continue to give up our power, then I think stuff is going to get way worse down the line. So you let me know what you think. All right.
I think that people are still boycotting today, if I'm being entirely honest with you. I took 2 of my sons to Target today on a hunt for Pokemon cards because that's the best place apparently to buy them. And there was no one in there. There were only 2 registers open. The lines were short. The aisles were empty. Like, the store was a ghost town. And we're talking like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. It should have been full of people. It was dead.
You who are not afraid to come together brick by brick. The next economic blackout will be March the 7th through the 14th. We will be boycotting Amazon. And for those of you who are against boycotting or the economic blackout dates, we still don't care. Bloop. Right upside your head. Have a good day.
Hey, good people. Good morning. Good afternoon. What time is it? Oh, it is good afternoon. When I tell you Target has FAFO'd, I forgot that Costco's, my favorite store now, been my favorite store anyway, is next door to Target in my town. So I parked my Motel right on over in Target's lot because, you know, it was empty. I had space. I could park anywhere I wanted to. And I walked my Motel, catty corner, over to Costco's, did a little shopping. I had to tinkle. I said, well, daggone it, the bathrooms are all taken. So I walked on back, put my stuff in the car, and I went in Target and tinkled. Now, did I flush the toilet? That's none of your business. But I went on over to Target and I tinkled. And then I jumped in my car with my Costco stuff in the back and I went on home. DEI if you want to. FAFO Target. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. Have a good day.
I don't know how old you are and what you do for work, but I'm going to explain it to you just real simply, really fast, really quick. Stay with me. Chick-fil-A is only operating 6 days out of the week. They can be more profitable if they were to open up on Sunday. However, that is not in alignment with their corporate strategy because they want to maintain the holy day of Sunday, right? Every other business in the world is open on 7 days a week. So it's a reason why they're open 7 days a week because that one day does matter. The black dollar is very strong and very powerful. If we, and even some of our allies, say we are not going to spend money on one specific day multiple times throughout the fiscal year, then yes, even that one day will have a major impact because what corporations do, they have forecasts that they have to meet. And when things do not meet up to forecasts, they have what you would call a variance. So let's just say if they were expecting $100 million, but only $50 million of revenue came in, it's a $50 million variance. And they have to speak to why didn't we receive these profits, these revenue streams? And then they're going to start doing a deep dive analysis and they're going to say, okay, these are the reasons why. And then they're going to try to correct said reasons to not have that deficit anymore. So yes, one day is very impactful and it does matter.
I just finally paid off my Target Red Card in full and closed the account. And I'm truly done shopping at Target. I'm standing on business and am continuing to boycott Target, Amazon, Starbucks, and I'm pretty much just planning on doing my shopping at like Aldi. I'm about to get a Costco membership, which I'm super excited about, and just like local Italian market, like grocery stores. But not only am I happy to be boycotting Target, I'm saving so much money and I'm just so happy to be done with that disgusting corporation. I just finally paid off my Target Red Card in full and
welcome back to Echo Room Vibes, where we break down the biggest conversations happening in real time. And today, we are talking about the aftermath of the nationwide economic blackout day, a movement designed to show the power of black spending by completely withdrawing from the economy for a day. People were encouraged to avoid purchases from grocery stores to online shopping to demonstrate what happens when an entire community decides to keep their dollars in their pockets. Now that the dust has settled, the reactions are coming in hot. Some say it was a major statement, while others feel it didn't hit as hard as expected. Before we dive in, I gotta give credit to all the original creators and stitches who covered this moment. You all brought the receipts, the reactions, and the analysis. Salute to you. Let's get into it. So enjoy the video.
I already know I'm on a business that pays me. I go over to the message side of TikTok. I don't go over there for me. I go over there for y'all, but y'all Target. When I tell you FAFO, they figured out what that meant. They know what it meant, and we all know what it means. When I tell you they saying their target dollar lost about $15 billion, not 15 million, 15 billion. You wanted to get rid of DEI? Well, congratulations. Where'd that get you? And today is the day, February 28th, where ain't nobody shopping there. Target, I don't know. I don't want to say count your days because a lot of people like y'all, but we're done. Target, we're done. And y'all, they even got a Target official page. If y'all don't run over there when I tell you I barely got out them comments, I was in them comments like, oh my God, would I hate to be the CEO, the CIO, the FBI, nothing at Target. I wouldn't even want to be the cashier right now, the way them comments are. Y'all, Target, you got it. FAFO. Try saying that real fast. But Target, I guess you know now, since you 15 million days.
All right, guys, let's hit them where it hurts. They only listen when we hit their wallets and, impact their money. So here we go. February 28th is the economic blackout. Don't buy anything. March 7th through 14th is the Amazon boycott. March 21st to the 28th is the Nestle boycott. April 7th through 14th is the Walmart boycott. April 18th is the economic blackout number 2, don't buy anything. And April 21st is the General Mills boycott. Also keep in mind that we should probably be boycotting all of these in general, as much as we can. The more we do it, the more it will impact them and impact their bottom lines. And, the more change we can hopefully push through economic means, because really protests are great. They're an important part of our democracy, but they aren't really having a huge effect anymore in terms of change. Get the word out.
When these companies come back to grovel, not if, but when they do come back to apologize, whether that be tomorrow or in 4 years, just remember that it wasn't a mistake they made, it was a calculated decision. And be careful what you're buying. Like Coke, for example, who has diversified their portfolio beyond belief. They own Minute Maid, Powerade, Dasani Water, Monster Energy, Sprite, Fanta. Don't buy any of that stuff. Smart Water, all of it. This is a lifetime boycott, indefinitely.
Yo, I came to Target to return something from last month. And then I started shopping on accident. I remembered that I ain't supposed to be in here shopping. So I put all my stuff back. And I'm kindly at the front of the store about to leave. We ain't doing the strike for one day. Let it keep going. Almost got. Bye.
All right, yo. So to be real, we need to debrief and talk about this boycott for real. Now, first and foremost, I will say I am always in favor of us coming together and displaying true solidarity as it relates to the destruction of white supremacy, its systems, and all that it touches. Because like Frederick Douglass said, power concedes to nothing without a demand. But I do believe that we have to have some deeper conversations about what we were quote unquote supposed to do on February 28th and beyond. Now, there are distinct differences for sure, but for the purpose of this video, let's use the Montgomery bus boycott as an example, right? So it wasn't enough for the organizers of the boycott to say, don't ride the bus for a day, because they knew real impact had to be felt over time. And not only did they know that, but they had systems set in place to circumvent the buses. They had a well-organized carpool system, negotiated with taxi drivers to lower their fares, and there were a whole lot of moving parts. But most importantly, they had tangible and well-defined goals and were willing to stick with it. And not to mention that the Montgomery bus boycott lasted for nearly like 400 days, right? So, in our reflections about February 28th, what were the concrete and tangible goals? What is it that we were looking to achieve for real? Is there room for discussion for what we will do throughout the month of March, for example? But not only do we need to have sustainable boycotting practices, but we have to be able to give people, alternatives for shopping locally and patronizing small businesses. And in order for a boycott to be truly successful, there also have to be systems and contingencies in place to set people up to succeed. And, we're going to need community to be community. And I don't know much about the boycott besides the screenshot that people had, just floated around. So if y'all have access to any other information, follow-ups, or additional calls to action or whatever, let me know. My questions and my critiques only come from a place of love and with the knowledge that if a boycott or any form of protest is truly going to be successful, then we have to figure out how to make it sustainable, and we have to pinpoint what it is we're actually asking for. But y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Appreciate it.
Let me tell y'all something. Target has lost over $15.7 billion thinking they messing with us. And that's what y'all get. We get tired of folks using us to help build up the business. And then when y'all are there, when y'all making that ching-a-ling-ling, then y'all want to turn your backs on us. Oh, who are you? Baby, we showed you who we were and who we are. We showed y'all. Diversity, equity, and inclusion really helps all others. And then I think African Americans are 6 on the totem pole, like way down there. But when we hear diversity, we come. We came to Target because y'all made us feel, included. You made us feel like you were for the diversity. But your heart says otherwise. When you dismantle DEI, you let us know that, oh yeah, we were using y'all. And now that we don't have to deal with y'all no more, we ain't gonna deal with y'all no more. But guess what? The joke's on you. You lost $15.7 billion for being a mean guy. You see how just regular being good is just better for you all the way around. You thought you were doing something. Now you're about to... I hope in a little while we don't see your doors closing. But somebody will come in your place who will respect us and appreciate us. So this is a warning to all the rest of y'all. Y'all know who y'all are that's on all these corners out here that mistreat us just because you think you can. We will come together and unity in the community, baby. That's what we doing now. We coming together to show y'all, because we tired. We is tired. We tired of y'all just treating us any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? We work hard for our money. We want to be treated, lovely. But when you show us your butt cheeks, guess what? We be like, okay, I got you. But now I'm about to head on over to the Target official page, because I heard that, the comment section is hilarious. And it's, 8:25 in the morning, and I need a good laugh. So, love y'all. Catch you on the next one. Bye.
Okay, so we're boycotting a whole bunch of stuff, but what brands are we supporting? What brands have fair wages, fair employment practices, are sustainable? What brands do we love? And I know I talk a lot about buying secondhand clothes, but you gotta buy brand new underpants, bras, and socks. So what brands are we supporting? Who's organic? Who's sustainable? What hair care and skincare products? What kind of cat food are we buying? I mean, we don't want to support these giant corporations who are just funding their CEOs and are unfair and supporting values that we don't support. So what brands are having the same values that we do? Small businesses, family-owned businesses, businesses that are owned by the employees. That would be amazing, so that the money isn't going to some stock portfolio, but is really going to the people. Let me know in the comments. Meow.
Y'all, my breakup with Target, it's been so rough. It's been so hard. Target just keep calling me, talking about, you got like $200 worth of gift cards from your students and stuff. Just come on. Just come spend it. One day shopping here isn't going to hurt anything. Just be calling me. And I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done with you. I cannot get back with you until you treat me better. But it's hard.
I'd be like up at night wondering what's going on in the dollar spot. And I miss them shortbread cookies that are seasonal. I be seeing little bullseyes in my sleep. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
I got a question, and don't try to fight me because I know how y'all like to tussle, all right? But if you guys are supposed to be, boycotting Target and everything, why do y'all keep coming on TikTok and telling people, oh my gosh, go over to Target's page and see how their views are down, and people in the comments, like, you're interacting with them. So why do y'all keep telling people to do it? Like, cool, the onesie twosies, okay, y'all letting people know, but then it's like y'all keep saying it over and over and over, and it's just like, now you're getting them views. Now you're hopping on the bandwagon to go comment on their page, giving them, putting money in their pockets and giving them interactions. Like, just leave them alone. How about that?
So, what are folks saying now that Black Day has passed? Well, the reactions are all over the place. Some say it was a wake-up call. There were reports of noticeable dips in certain businesses, especially Black-owned ones, which is ironic but expected when a movement like this isn't fully coordinated. Others feel like the impact was too small. A lot of major retailers didn't report significant losses, leading some to wonder if a one-day blackout is really enough to shift economic power. And then there is the miss me with that crowd. Some folks just weren't convinced this was the right strategy and didn't participate at all. It's clear that the idea of economic withdrawal is powerful, but the question remains, how long does it need to be sustained to actually make waves? Now, the power of the black dollar, does it work? Now, let's be real. The Black community has over $1.6 trillion in buying power. That's major. But the problem is that most of that money doesn't stay within the communities. Studies show that a dollar circulates in other communities for longer than it does in Black spaces. Blackout Day was meant to highlight that spending power, but a single day might not be enough. Historically, long-term boycotts like the Montgomery bus boycott made an impact because they lasted for months. If this movement is gonna really shake things up, it might need to go beyond a single day. Don't you think so, guys? So now, let's talk about the FAFO effect. Who felt it? Now, let's talk about some of the people and businesses who did feel it. Some Black-owned businesses actually reported lower sales because of the movement, which led to debate about whether the strategy needs refining. Certain big box retailers saw minor dips, but nothing major enough to make headlines. And then, some small businesses actually showed support, even if it meant taking a hit for a day, because they understood the bigger picture. But here's where FAFO comes in. If businesses and politicians don't take Black spending power seriously, what happens if this movement grows? A one-day blackout might not shake the table, but what about a week, a month? Imagine what happens when dollars get redirected to where they actually serve the community instead of just leaving it immediately. So guys, where do we go from here? So, what's next? Some people are calling for monthly or weekly economic withdrawals to keep the pressure on. Others are focusing on redirecting spending instead of just stopping it. Meaning, if you are not spending at major corporations, you should be spending at Black-owned businesses instead. The key lesson here, economic power is real, but it takes consistency. The question is, will people stay committed to the movement, or was this just a one-time thing? So, at the end of the day, Blackout Day was a statement, but whether it was enough to spark long-term change is still up for debate. Was it effective, or did it need more time to really hit? Should there be more of these? And if so, how often? Will you personally commit to an extended economic withdrawal? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's keep the conversation going. If you're vibing with Echo Room vibes, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next breakdown. Until next time, peace.